Yo, what's up everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing good. Happy 2024. I hope all is well. Hope all is good. And that's it. So during my year-end reflection of 2023, I just got to thinking about some of the new technologies that have been coming out. You know, we got new cameras, we got new lenses, we've got new microphones, we've got a bunch of new cars, we got new TVs, we have a bunch of new things that have been coming out. And technology in general has just been getting so good. A lot of cameras now have so many good internal features now that it's just so hard to compete with other brands. And I just had these thoughts about if some of these older cameras are still relevant today and if you can still use them. And one of them is the Blackmagic Pocket 4K. Okay, so let's just get straight into it. In my opinion, considering all the cameras that have been coming out off the yin yang, you know, we got, of course, we had the 6K that came out, the 6K Pro that came out, all these Sony cameras, the FX30, the FX3, we got a lot of Canon cameras, we got some new Nikon cameras. We just have a lot of playing field. We have the new Lumix cameras that came out, the one with the open gate. Whoa, that was crazy. That one that came out, insane. And you know, of course I gotta give a shout out to that new Sony camera, you know, the global shutter one. That's insane. The A9 Mark III, holy moly. So I was just reflecting on my journey with my professional work and how I started getting to more video and how the Blackmagic camera was, you know, aligning with my work at the time, you know, but I'm really all about the workflow, about how building systems and everything. And I was just thinking about, is the Blackmagic 4K still part of my workflow? And it's something I still want to use, and I just thought I might share with you guys. Just to give a quick rundown of maybe the reasons why you might want to grab this camera is the price. It's under $2,000. It's a Micro Four Thirds sensor. It films in 4K. It has 13 stops of dynamic range. It shoots B-RAW. That's amazing. That was probably the biggest reason why I got that camera. It's got dual native ISO. It's got a 5-inch screen. And all these great codecs and everything great about it. The color is just amazing, you know? For me, when I bought it at the time, the 6K wasn't even out yet. And I was just working around the things to make it work. You know, I started building it with a cage and I put a top handle and everything just to make it work. And all these specs didn't really bother me that much, since majority of that work was either it was on sticks or maybe it was just like very slow, very like handheld movements. It wasn't going that much, or I'm on a gimbal or something, stuff like that, right? As time progressed, I started to really understand this camera and how it really fits into my flow. So for me, the three major things that I'm thinking about when I buy a camera, or if it's still in my current ecosystem, is is it future-proof, right? Is the workflow and system great? Is this what you want? And the second point is workflow and building your system. Does it fit in the style of how you edit, or the clientele that you have, or just the ergonomics and the way you flow, right? And the third point is market trends. Is it in today's advancements in technology? Is it what clients want? Is it what you want? You know, so that's something to really consider, you know? So as I was doing more projects, starting to figure out my own style and going through my systems and see if it fits in my workflow, I started thinking more about the Blackmagic 4K. So a lot of my stuff now has been trending towards run and gun, a lot of like guerrilla, skeleton crew, very, very small crews, you know. And the 4K really helps here and there, but I feel like it's now become like my B-roll / C-roll camera. So if you're still considering the Blackmagic 4K, it's still a great camera, but for me, my usage, it's more so something that I would put on like a tripod or something for catching B-roll. I really love the image that comes out of the Blackmagic. I love the way it looks, you know, but now there's like things that have grown from it and Blackmagic has learned from it, you know, like not only is the 6K that came out, the internal NDs was like the game changer one, and then now they have the 6K Pro. You know, this camera almost kind of seems like it's obsolete. But yeah, I feel like the 4K is still a great camera. I love the color that comes out of it. You know, it's still a workhorse of a camera. But I just feel like, in my opinion, like as my, you know, style evolved, also my needs evolved as well. And I found myself not grabbing it as much. There was still times that I need it. It's like, oh my gosh, I need like a second camera. I need like a wide shot. I need like a second angle and everything. And I'm so glad that I have it, right? So if you're considering the Blackmagic Pocket 4K, it still has great color, 13 plus stops of dynamic range. It has dual native ISO. It's a good price, especially now. I'm seeing some under 2K, probably some, you can probably get it used for a really good price. It can really fit to what you may need, but again, this is something that you may have to build. If I had to compare this camera, this is something that you need to build more to get it working the way you want it to. As much as this camera is called a pocket camera, there's still a lot of issues that I have with it. You know, it's like the battery life was really bad. Just having the Canon batteries, the LPF batteries, and just bring it around, you know. The second you start putting another battery on it, you got a top handle, it starts getting heavier and starts not being as pocket anymore. And that was probably the reason when I first started. I was okay with just like bringing a couple batteries, but I started to want to build the quality up a little bit more. So yeah, I still feel it's a great camera. It still looks sick. I don't know, aesthetically it looks nice, right? Wow. But it's okay, things happen, you grow, you evolve, and you get better, right? So is this camera still good for 2024? It depends. Yeah, honestly, it depends on your work. From the things I mentioned, if these things still align for your work and everything, I feel like this camera range is going to be great for you. I hope I didn't ramble too much, but I just thought I would share my experience since I've had this camera and been using it for quite some time now. So I'm going to keep myself accountable and do more videos. I'm really excited because I have a lot of things I want to share with you guys, and I hope I see you guys in the next video. All right. If you like this video, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, you know, and I hope to see you guys soon in the next video. All right. Peace out. Bye. Oh. Bye guys. 2024.